Sports betting brethren, hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, and I'm a sports betting market analyst with OddsJam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a pro, using all the tools, all the resources, all the positive expected value information, all the data-driven, markets-focused info you need to make money betting sports, period. And today we're talking about how to bet the UFC. The UFC is very popular, lots going on, lots of value. It's a very unique entity that we have a lot of data to share and talk about how to make money betting UFC. So let's go. All right, guys, one of the first things I want to talk about is markets. And the UFC market's very unique, very special because it is based upon individuals versus, say, team sports or things like NBA, NFL, MLB, hockey, things like that. So definitely UFC being very unique. And you understand that the markets in this situation can be a lot more volatile. So a little bit more of some fundamental analysis might come into play with these types of bets, sort of like player props in NFL or NBA or MLB. So you can use maybe a little bit of that data or inside information, but mainly when you come down to it, it's going to be based on math, based on markets. We're going to show you how at OddsJam you can identify value with some outliers, some outlying pricing, and that's where you learn and find the best bets, the value, and how the sharps do it. And so we're going to show you right now in OddsJam. Let's take a look. All right, guys, here we go into the upcoming events with UFC. And I want to show you, I did a little homework and kind of looked ahead a little bit and found something I want to point out as far as how you hunt for this. Now, certainly, if you have an individual fight like this Johnson Flick fight you want to get into, you can certainly click in and get the data on that. But I found kind of conceptually what you're hunting for, what you're looking for, how to hunt using the OddsJam data for UFC. So here I clicked on this particular fight, the Strickland fight, and it's going to open up the data. And here we go, the data on the Strickland fight. So this is how you hunt, how you use OddsJam, and how you bet UFC conceptually to get value and bet like a pro. So here you can see the odds of the lines for just, winning the fight. And the best odds here are minus 113. And then on Strickland, it's plus 105. So what you do is you're using the OddsJam perfect line as your true north, your point of north. It's at minus 120. So if you were to make a bet on this and take that particular side, you would ideally be over at FanDuel at minus 113. Now, contrarily, if you thought that the underdog was going to be a play, the last thing you want to do is bet minus 105 at PointsBet or even minus 113 at FanDuel, because you can get plus 105 at DraftKings. So again, conceptually, when I talk about money and dollars, would you rather, have to pay $105 or would you rather have to pay $113? Well, of course, you'd rather pay, the 105 to get value. So, you don't want to overpay for the asset you're trying to acquire. Now down here, you have the over under in the rounds. And as you can see here, OddsJam Perfect Line has this at a minus 123. You could put this bet in at Bet Rivers at minus 112 and get about a 10-cent, 9-cent value here. Kind of a good thing. Again, you would not place the over 4.5 over at Bet Rivers because you'd be paying minus 120. So again, would you rather pay $120 or even money and plus 105? So this is how you use the tool. The green areas are the highlighted best prices and best areas, using OddsJam as a true north. And so you can go through these fights and go through these scenarios to identify and find value. Sometimes you're going to find that they really stand out, really stick out, and sometimes they're pretty darn close here. But again, this is where in the smaller markets, these types of markets, you have a little bit more fundamental homework to do, and you can apply that to the mathematical advantage you have with the data here with the OddsJam information. All right, guys, quick video there on UFC and how to bet with OddsJam, how to use the data at OddsJam to find value. Clearly, you can see the areas that will benefit you by having the best sports book with the best price, especially if you're doing your research on the fighters. And certainly in UFC, one punch can change everything. And if you have a lot of good value, it's worth it to take a shot in some of these fights, even though they're longer shot, bigger odds. But that's kind of where some of the bigger payouts come from, is on those unexpected scenarios. But if you find value using the OddsJam tool, that's how you're going to make money betting in the UFC. Now, I want to remind you, you have a free 7-day trial. Get over to OddsJam and use that. Enjoy the Ferrari. Drive that Ferrari for a week and see all the positive EV, all the arbitrage, all the information, all the education at OddsJam. And thanks for stopping by. Let's go make some mathematical money.